Hello, everyone, and welcome on. And I am the Gingerbeerdman. And no, it's not your weekly update, what we usually do here on the channel. This is the Hillbilly loadout. On the last video that I did for the weekly update on Dead by Daylight, I said that I would put out my Hillbilly loadout that I normally would run. And this is it. I got 3 loadouts here that I'm going to show you. They're almost the same. They really are. Just some of them are changed for certain instances. But what you see right here is my normal loadout that I use every day of the week. Starting out with Human Greed, you see the auroras of unopened chests and survivors' auroras are revealed for 3 seconds when they enter an 8-meter range. You also gain the ability to kick chests to close them. This ability has a 20-second cooldown. Drilling Tremors, after picking up a survivor, all generators not being repaired by survivors are blocked by the entity and cannot be repaired for the next 16 seconds. Affected generators are highlighted by the white aurora. Drilling Tremors can only be triggered every 60 seconds. Thanophobia, for each injured, dying, or hook survivor, all survivors receive a penalty of 2% to repair, sabotage, and totem cleansing speeds. There are 4 injured, dying, or hook survivors. There is an additional 12% penalty to repair, sabotage, or totem cleanse speed. And then Surge, putting a survivor into the dying state with a basic attack, causes all generators within a 32-meter radius to explode instantly and begin regressing. Generators affected by Surge immediately lose 8% of their progress. This is my everyday Hillbilly build, literally, what I do on a daily basis. On the second, though, we have Barbecue and Chili. After hooking a survivor, all other survivors' auroras are revealed to you for 5 seconds when they are further than 40 meters from the hook. That pretty much is compensation for Human Greed. That's pretty much what that one was. And then we have Sloppy Butcher. Wounds inflicted by basic attacks cause survivors to suffer from the hemorrhage or mangled status effect for 90 seconds. Increases the rate at which healing progression is lost with the hemorrhage by 25%. That goes with this one. We just talked about Surge, and then Thanophobia is for all of it. So you're doubling up these two for that. The Surge and the Sloppy Butcher. When you knock them down, you're blowing the gens, you're injuring them more, and then they're taking forever to heal. So you're literally knocking a bunch of stuff out of the park all at the same time. That's what that whole thing's all about. Now, this one's a little bit different. Of course, you got Surge that pops those gens. You got Thrilling Tremors that blocks the gens when you pick them up. And you got Thanophobia for all the defaults there, that make it harder to do anything when they're injured. But then Bloodhound, fresh blood marks are considerably more discernible than normal and can be tracked 4 seconds longer than normal. This is for mostly groups that stick together. And you can tell that sometimes how people load into a game and you're like, oh, they have to be all together, how they all load in all at once. Or they got the twinsies. You ever have those people that literally look alike and they act alike and everything. They're twinsies. They're dressed all the same. Some of them even have almost the same name because they use the same names on Steam together. But anyway, those kind of people usually get this build because that's going to tell me that they're always going to be there. Another thing is flashlights. Flashlight people always tell me that you might show up to flashlight someone. And if you do, when I knock someone down and I hit you, I'm going to see your blood marks a little longer. So it all depends on exactly what you're doing. Now, this is just 3 builds for this reasoning. There is more. There is a lot more that I can do, but for this video only right now, I mean, if people want to see more Hillbilly builds that I do, then I'll be more than happy to put some more up. But this isn't even none of the hook ones. There's different hook builds that I have too that I'm not going to show that all in this video. I do want to show this though in action. That is something I believe that needs to be seen. So, as always, I'm not one to kill everyone. I kind of, this is whole purpose, just to show you how it works. And we'll go from there. And I think that's a good purpose. So I'm not going to cut it straight to the game and whatnot. we're going to go into the loadout of the lobby, and I'm going to go right in. So you're going to see I'm not playing with friends. There's no friends here. There's nobody like that. These are all people on multiplayer. No friends are teaming up with me to help me do a video. There's none of that. This is just straight multiplayer balling here. So let's get into the game. Now, as you see, we do got one flashlight person here. We got 2 medkit people here. And then we have old Zarina. Also, don't forget that I am running a Dad's Boots. Increase the chainsaw sprint turn rate 20%. And the Yuri engravings increase the chainsaw sprint movement speed 20. Increase the time required to charge by 12%. Do not forget that also. We're going to get right into it. I'm going to show you. Hopefully nobody DCs. You know, a lot of people, when they hear that hillbilly chainsaw, they're like, oh God, no, I don't want it. And they just DC. That's usually something that happens from the normal for me. So hopefully we don't get that. We get a team that wants to endure and try, you know, to whoop my butt kind of deal. That's what we like. We like that. We like the aggression to show me. Not always, though. See, when I see that, I automatically assume also when I'm playing this game that you know how to loop there. And I'm sure a lot of killers believe that same philosophy, too. That if you're burning that map, that tells me you like to loop there a lot. You guys will have to let me know down below what you feel about those map offerings. I see some people want them literally deleted. Take it out of the game. I don't know. They could be good. They could be bad. I don't know. What they like to do is hide up in that freaking house. That one. See? Basement. Never assume somebody's gone. Yeah, see, it's all about the loop. Pop them. We're gonna go back around. I try not to talk a lot because there's no reason to really talk a lot when you're playing the video game. So, I mean, some people like to overhear the talking and commentary as I go. I, to me, I just don't really care for that. I'd rather just see the gameplay. See, they're gonna keep doing that. And they can do that all they want, but they're just gonna end up dead. Exactly. You're just gonna end up dead. You keep doing this. And then they're working on all the gens on the other side of the map. So they're all going to have to come over here when they're last gen'd up. You got to go back over here. Don't got time for them. See, they burnt the map for a reason. I'm gonna have to slug him. I hate to do it, but he's leaving me no choice. One button mechanics, Unity game. No, they're not over here. That one's still sparking. There they are. And I mean, that's 3 out of the 4 with this build, 1 gen left. It's simply because they knew the map really, really well. They knew where to loop really, really well. If you're burning the map, you better know what the hell you're doing in the map. Like, if you burn it and you don't know what you're doing, that's sad. So I would think that they knew exactly where to go. Didn't I close that? Well, I'm glad I got that on video. Somebody can explain to me in the comments down below how in the hell that opened without a key or anything. And I kicked it closed. Well, there's that. But anyway, that is the build. Human Greed, the Thrilling Tremor, Xenophobia, and the Surge. This is the build I normally run. As you can see, though, they burnt that map, so they knew very well. I feel like if they didn't burn the map and they would have went somewhere else, there would have been less looping, and they wouldn't have done too well. That's normally what happens when you don't burn the map and you don't know what you're doing on the map. I noticed that a lot of people in Dead by Daylight nowadays burn maps that they can loop a killer on 1,000 times. And that's why a lot of people, like I have seen, it's all over, it's everywhere. I mean, I've seen it all over social medias, that people are complaining about it and want it just removed. They want map offerings removed. Because of that reasoning, people just keep burning the same maps. So if it happens, it happens. We'll have to see if it happens. But yeah, if it was on a different map that people didn't know, it might have been a lot worse outcome. I've knocked all 4 of them off with 5 gen still before. So, I mean, it's definitely possible for that to happen. But that is it for me. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. Hit the bell, the like. Let me know down below if you run the Hillbilly and what kind of perks you use for them. And if you guys would like another loadout video like this, I'll make another one for you guys. But that is it for me. I know I'm a little quiet during that whole gameplay. I do try to keep quiet. I'd rather people see the gameplay than me talk over it and just rant over it, pretty much is what I like to call it. I see a lot of people do that. I just don't like doing that. I'd rather people just watch the gameplay. So, I will see you all on the next one. Have a good rest of your day. I am out of here.